Greetings, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. Welcome to your reading for 3 by I'm a Lightworker. This is a general reading, so if you'd like to have your own personal consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. And for those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, and it is available for download and purchase. For those of you who are interested, the Vimeo video link is posted down here below in the show more description box. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to turn on the notification bell. Listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign, because it will provide you with additional information. So Sagittarius, I am going to do an Akashic Records readings first. I will be passing on to you the messages from the Akashic Records. And then after I'm done with that, stay tuned, because I will be opening a few tarot cards and to see what other messages will show up for you for this month of August. Sagittarius, there is this sense that you are going to run out of patience. You could be running out of patience with yourself, with the circumstance, or with others. And you are also about to experience a lot of mixed emotions. However, there's also this air of blessings and rewards that are going to find you now. If you are someone who has been puzzled about what to do about a person in terms of a romantic relationship with that person, maybe you are in a relationship but still have some doubts, or in a marriage. So now it feels that you are going to regain once again, maybe not right away from the beginning of August, but you are going to be able to regain the mental clarity and the focus that you need, so that not only you comprehend, but also you feel what do you need to do about this person, this dating situation, this relationship, or this marriage circumstance. I am also told that many of you are going to choose to let go of something, some of your rights, some of your duties, and you are also going to be willing to negotiate about it. If there are any negotiations, agreements going on about children that you share with another person, properties that you share with another person, assets that you share with another person, you are going to compromise, letting go of something, okay, so that you can regain something else in terms of material possessions. If you share children with someone else, you have to make some new arrangements now. Because for some of you, you have to prepare now for schedules to change. Therefore, you have to adapt it to adjust to the schedule of the children that is also changing. If this change in schedules and these changes in routines do not happen per se in August, you could be preparing for the eventuality of that to happen. Many of you are going to be surprised by how some people find you now. They show up to surprise you in a good way. Many of you are also going to get ready to say goodbye to a circumstance. For some of you, you could be moving, so saying your goodbyes. For other ones, it is about you moving up in your career. So you could be getting ready here to give it up so that you move on to this, or moving up to this new office or to this new department, or even an entire new floor. You are also going to have some agreements and disagreements that, whether you are prepared for it or not, they are going to show up, so that you can give another chance to it. But it feels that if you have any disagreements this time around, they end up being final. If you have an agreement instead, maybe you disagreed before, now finally, you are able to meet halfway, this agreement will be permanent or is going to be long lasting. Many of you are going to go over files. You have files of documents, paperwork, videos, pictures in your computer. Maybe you have saved them in a different file. For some of you, it's going to be about you going through your drawers where you usually keep important documentation, cleaning up and selecting some of these important documents that you keep. I am also shown some of you Sagittarians having to look for the proof for something, a receipt. You have to look for the evidence, okay? So maybe you misplaced something and now you have to go look to find it. And as a result, you may also end up cleaning or organizing other things in the way. If you have been feeling a little bit lost emotionally, spiritually, or maybe feeling a little bit down or lost with your life purpose, you are going through this transformation of sorts. Maybe your emotions are transforming and changing during this time. Please, if this is you, rest assured that you are going to feel reconnected to your purpose once again. How you are going to resolve old situations is going to be completely different. You are now going to approach old circumstances, old situations that are going to come back in your life. You have to deal with the past in some ways, but you are going to handle it in a whole new innovative way, which is going to, so it could be same old problems, but you handle them in a much more efficient way, in a much more productive way, maybe even learning not to be so emotionally attached to it. If a person from your past shows up at this time, it actually end up being a blessing for many of you. And I'm also shown how many of you are going to be looking for not only meaningful things to do, but also you are going to look for a deeper meaning. If you are somebody who is dealing with uncovering of a truth, uncovering of deceit, lies, you are going to look for the truth a little bit deeper. If anything shows up for you to address, you are going to be willing to address it at a deeper level from the very root cause of it. Whether it is about an inheritance, a home-related situation, a house-related circumstance, a health-related circumstance, or even about your finances. Many of you are not going to feel so safe about having to buy expensive things unless you are absolutely very sure about it. And many of you will be leaving financial matters to be handled by experts that you hire, by an accountant, by a lawyer, people who specialize in handling finances, or people who specialize in giving solid professional financial advice. Some of you are going to be renegotiating terms and agreements of a contract. This contract could be about your work contract, your job contract. It can also be about a collaboration. For some of you, maybe you have a partnership circumstance, and now you have to renegotiate the terms and conditions of these partnerships. You are going to be offered collaborations. People show up to partner up with you in a professional way. People show up to partner up with you in terms of let's create an alliance together. And you are also going to be blessed by friends that show up at this time. And As some old friends show up in your life, you are also going to be reconnected to creating a deeper bond with friends, acquaintances that you already have. You have to address a circumstance in the neighborhood or another matter related to your neighbors. And these are all resolvable matters, okay? So some of you have a tendency to panic. Other ones maybe having a tendency to be annoyed by something that is happening in the neighborhood, noise, neighbors, but all of these are very resolvable matters. I'm also shown some of you struggling with the door. Either it gets locked out, you forget the keys, other problems with the door. This could be the door of the building, the door of your home, the door to the car. So make sure that anything that you need to lock, it's locked properly, even windows. And I'm also shown how many of you are going to have a sense of having to run, having to rush. I'm behind in this, I'm behind in that. Take a moment to just chill and relax. You are going to be able to come back to your balance, to come back to your equilibrium, but you also need to allow for some downtime, not only to rest, to find your inner peace, to recharge, but also to contemplate. Anything that needs to happen will happen, whether you are there or whether you are not there. So if you have to go away for a couple of days, then do that. You are now entering a huge karmic cycle. And for some of you, this karmic cycle will last up to the next 2 years of your life, where you are going to be dealing with one new circumstance after another. So the next 2 years beginning from are going to bring to you new opportunities, new circumstances. You find yourselves completely drawn to renew yourself, your appearance, to rebuild your life, and even to renew your own social contacts, your social life, your social circles. Some of you are going to find yourself in a lucky circumstance in regards to a real estate matter. Pay attention to where you may be contributing to your own sense of disappointment. Okay? And if you happen to feel disappointment from something, from someone, it's going to be short-lived, because I'm also shown a lot more people will show up to uplift you in spirit. I'm also shown how some of you are going to be drawn to something that is more spiritual than usual. For other ones, you'll be drawn to something that is religious. I'm showing of you visiting like holy sites, looking at religious artifacts, visiting places that maybe are famous for some sort of a spiritual or religious phenomena maybe that happened there. You could be going on a pilgrimage, and it feels like you are going to be out and about around town, just enjoying yourself and having a good time. It feels that for many of you, there's a warning to always check the weather conditions before you plan anything major. And you want to pay attention to your hydration. Are you hydrated or not? And I understand different parts of the world now are on different seasons. Like, for example, Europe and Australia have different opposite seasons. But regardless of that, I'm shown that you want to pay a little bit of extra attention to your skin in case you get a sunburn or anything else. If you wanted to do something to improve your skin, even if it is a simple matter of purchasing a face cream, this feels like a very good energy around that. To you, is going to feel that one by one, you are peeling off layers and layers of old energy, old ideas, old way of doing things, old emotions. And before you know it, you're going to feel that you are now very easily attracting to you what you desire. It feels like you're learning more to manifest. You are learning more how to focus and on work as well at what you like to manifest. An endeavor is now coming to fruition. For some of you, this endeavor is a business association, a business deal, or a business per se that is now going to reward you financially. For other ones, it is maybe you did put a lot of work in a relationship or a friendship, and now this will feel very rewarding. Anyways, it's going to feel that, again, they are giving me an analogy of peeling off the layers, just like you would peel off the layers of an onion. Many people are going to notice changes in you, changes in your life. And it could be through the work that you are doing, the work that you are doing in your community, the work that you are doing in your family, the work that you are doing in the work environment. It may be very noticeable. And so anything that you are doing or saying, it won't go unnoticed. You could be rewarded as a result of some work that you have done in the past or that you are currently doing. And they are also showing to me that you are going to feel more in tune with your intuition. Some of you will be training to open up your intuition. And you are also going to feel more in tune with your own wishes, desires, needs, and more in tune with your sense of creativity. So if you are a creative person, it feels that now that creativity is going to repay you. You'll be selling a book, you'll be selling art that you are creating, paintings, maybe class that you are teaching is going to be sold off. You could be signing up to be trained in something that you wanted to be trained for a long, long time. So knowledge has a way of finding you now. And many of you are also going to focus on practical skill. If you feel that, oh my God, I have been feeling, a little bit down now, like maybe not fully functioning like you normally would, now there's a sense of reawakening, because to you it's going to feel like, oh God, now I can, concentrate and fully function. You could be doing something very specific to actually make the environment where you live better, and also to make the environment where you work better, so that you can fully function, so that you can give it your best. Now stay tuned, don't leave just yet. I'm now going to open a few tarot cards and just to see what other messages are going to show up for you. And for those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, and that reading is available for download and purchase for those of you who are interested in the link down here below in the show more description box. The first card that wanted to show up for you is Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles to me represents little by little creating your own paradise, small indulgences, a good financial situation, money coming your way. It also could represent a car, a house, and it also represents the proverbial golden watch when somebody retires. So recognition for your hard work. And to me, it also means receiving some good news. You find yourself in a very favorable situation, because little by little is going to feel to you like you are creating your own little paradise in your life. I'm shown that for some of you, you'll be dealing, or finances, opportunities, help, everything will come together so that you can refinance a house. I see some of you attending some sort of a garden party or inviting others. So it feels like lots of outdoors activities with friends and your loved ones. You'll be cleaning or repairing a deck, fixing the lawn, setting up chairs. So getting ready here for some sort of, maybe it's a new house for some of you, and you are getting ready to have a house party. But generally speaking, it feels that money is the promise of money yet to come. So between now and there, some money that was owed to you, some money that you earned, but maybe you haven't received the money yet, will come back to you. You could also be getting some sort of a huge bonus, either due to a sale or maybe due to your work. The work will be giving you a financial bonus. The next card that you have is Page of Cups. If this card represents a person, usually it represents a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. They also represent you if you have your moon or rising sign in the water signs that I mentioned. It represents fresh emotion, gentleness, intuitiveness, someone who is sweet and kind, empathetic, who feels for the circumstances of others. It also represents a brand new situation. So usually it represents someone who is younger, youth, or someone who in appearance, they appear to be younger than the actual age. There's going to be people coming toward you bearing gifts, bearing good words, congratulatory words. And I am also shown that someone from your past will be coming back in your life, bearing a gift. They'll be returning in your life to clarify a situation. And forgiveness will be offered at this time. You could be offering or saying, I'm sorry to somebody and making peace. You could be the one who is going to receive these words, I'm sorry, from someone else. You'll be thinking of taking some time off. For some of you, I see a lot of you walking by a body of water. This could be a river, a lake, by the sea. And you could be walking by a place that you have walked by other times. But this time around, you are going to notice new things about it. You are going to get ready to flip the page on a relationship. This relationship could be with a child, flipping the page over to the other chapter, of friends, or someone else with whom you have an interpersonal relationship. If you are working with customer care, it could be like a very emotional month for you, having to handle some very perplexed circumstances. One way or another, you're going to feel that luck is shifting for the better, or you are getting better at handling surprises that life throw your way. One way or another, if you felt that you are losing that emotional balance, you are going to regain it again. I'm going to put these two cards together because they make better sense. And yes, I have shuffled the card 3 times. Okay, this card appeared on another sign as well, and it wanted to reappear again in this reading for you. And remember that I'm reading the cards intuitively. Wallflower represents somebody who maybe they think that they have, in a circumstance, they haven't reached their full potential yet. You may be doing something that is not allowing you to reach your full potential. There could be some sort of a blockage, a circumstance, or another person blocking you from reaching your full potential. Now it feels that karma, luck, as the other card mentioned, is shifting for the better, because where a door was closed, now you're going to feel that a small opportunity will be given to you, but you are going to turn that small opportunity and you are going to optimize that. You're going to do the maximum that you can do. I'm getting a sense of your emotional health feeling vibrant once again, being able to tune in into yourself, your inner child, being able to address your own personal needs and putting your own self first versus always putting others ahead of you. For some of you, if you are worried about a circumstance related to a home situation, to an apartment, to a home that you rent or that you own, you're going to be able to find a way out. If you live with somebody that doesn't make you feel comfortable, okay, whoever this person be, a roommate, a spouse, a child, another family member, there's going to be a major breakthrough. There's going to be some healing there. The next card that you have is the courting man. This could be a man on with a suit or that wears some sort of a uniform. They be part of a real estate agency, business, law enforcement agencies, military. So anywhere where you can wear a uniform. This could also be somebody who has an office type of job, maybe working in finance or real estate. If you are a man, this card also represents you courting a woman. So for some of you, this man may be courting you. And for other ones, there's going to be a circumstance where this man, it's not necessarily in a dating circumstance, but they could be helping you to refinance a home, a car. They may be helping you with a pressing matter. They may be helping you with this situation where you feel that you haven't met your full potential. And yes, some of you will be dating this person. So maybe you felt that you haven't met your full potential yet in your love life. That may be shifting and changing. The next card that you have, it's priorities, building blocks for life. It represents the colors of the chakras. Okay, it also represents a pyramid, and you can also clearly see like angel wings. This is that time for you to figure out what you need and what you want. And there's also a sense that you want to ask for help from God, from other light workers, from spirit, or from angels, because you want to clarify a circumstance. You may not feel too sure. Maybe you don't have all the facts, all the information that you need. You'll be dealing with gossip. You have to carefully make a decision, and you have to figure out what is real and what is a lie. So the truth from lies. Before you know it, it's going to be very easy to you to figure out what people seem to introduce an illusion and not the truth. And it's going to be very easy for you to uncover what people in your life are authentic and who are the people in your life that are trying to lie or even to sell you something that is not worth that price. It also be that circumstance. A new house, a new car, so newness, new material things, new material wealth find you now. And for some of you, you have worked very hard towards this. I'm getting the sense that it could also be in connection to some of you retiring. And for some of you, you could be reaching an important pinnacle in your own soul growth and in your own spiritual development if you are on a spiritual path. Some of you may be now qualified to be a spiritual teacher, a guru, a counselor. So because maybe you went through all of the proper steps to become who you are, or maybe you had to go through all of the proper steps to reach a certain success in your career, because it could be about a promotion or another success or some other type of success in your career. So you could be reaching recognition for some work that you did in the past. I hope that this is making sense to you. You can always take a look at the new reading that I did for your sign. That is available for download and purchase. For those of you who are interested, the link for the Vimeo video is posted down here below. Reach out to me for a private consultation at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will reconnect with you again in the next video. Bye for now.